I'm standing with a good friend of Daystar. Jeff Futers is the executive director of First Century Foundations. He's been a great partner with Daystar's mission to help people on the ground in Israel recover, rebuild, and find help and aid during this most recent time of war. Jeff, thanks for joining me.
It's a pleasure to be here, and we're very honored to have the opportunity.
So tell our viewers, Jeff, what is First Century Foundations? How did it first start?
Well, First Century Foundations has been around for almost 40 years. Our founders, Clyde and Marion Williamson, started it way back with a heart to pray for leaders and Christian ministries in the land of Israel. And it sort of morphed into, from prayer, people pray, they want to help. And so they started to do that. And today, we are privileged to be able to have taken over from them and be a part of this for now the last 8 years.
And so recently, we did a bunch of projects together. We worked with the Joseph Project, which we've been partnered with for years. We did Lech Lecha, right in the center of Israel, Israel Relief Aid. Tell our viewers and partners around the world, what was the impact of those projects? Because you were actually in Israel. You met with a lot of the directors that lead those ministries. How were they touched by the work that we were doing together?
Well, it's amazing to be able to go and visit the leaders in the land of Israel and hear them talk about how much it means to them to know that people in North America, in the U.S. and Canada, pray for them, think about them, and want to help the ministries there. And of course, many families have been displaced. There's been incredible trauma all across Israel because of this war. And we've been able to help restock the warehouse at the Joseph Project because of the generosity of Daystar partners and Daystar Canada, and as well as be able to purchase a couple of vehicles for ministries who are delivering these goods all over the land. And they need this support from the outside in order to be able to do all that it is that God has called them to do and to be able to meet the need. And they want you to know that when you pray and when you give, it means such a huge difference to them to know that you're helping.
It was really a God-ordained relationship when we got together, because when you sent me the list of projects that you work with in Canada, in Israel, almost everyone on there I recognized and we were already doing stuff with. So what a neat opportunity, a divine relationship where God's brought us together to do stuff out of Daystar Canada. How can you encourage our audience to pray for the peace of Jerusalem? And it says in the Bible, pray for the peace of Jerusalem, but why is it so important now?
Well, it's always been important, but it's really important now because Israel right now is facing probably the greatest challenge that they have faced since the Holocaust. And you know that what's happening in Israel and what's happening around the world is turning people's attention and heart away from Israel and from God's chosen mandate for Israel and the Jewish people. There's a lot of anti-Semitism that's happening in the world today, and we need to pray against that. We need to pray that the power of the enemy will be defeated and that God will continue. We know that he will. He's got a plan. We know the end of the story. But right now we need to be standing with our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel.
That's so true. Well, the important work that Jeff is doing in Israel and the testimonies he has seen are proof that your generosity is making a difference. Continue to pray for the peace of Jerusalem, the peace of Israel, and that God's hand would steady the storms of war that they're experiencing there. You can stay up to date with all of our projects in Israel by going online to daystar.com/IsraelWar.